everybody, Dorothy from Print, Cut, and Create here. We're going to get started on this card, this paper pleating card. It really is pretty, and I hope you'll give it a try. First, to make this a hybrid project, I printed off 2 sheets of paper. This is different than what I'm going to be using on the actual card itself, but you want a piece of plain paper. This is relatively plain, it's wrinkled look, and then a pattern. And what you're going to do is you only need 2 sheets of paper, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do to cut these out. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to cut out some strips and square. So what you're going to need is 2 strips that look like this, one of pattern and one of plain, and this one is 27 centimeters by 6 centimeters. You want to use A4 paper long ways. It's a little bit longer than this, so you want to trim it off the end and then cut 6 centimeters off. With whatever you have left, you'll have plenty of room for cutting out this square out of the pattern paper. See, this is just about 6 centimeters here, not quite, I mean a little bit over. So you'll have plenty of paper to do that with. We also need a piece of silver mirror board. This one happens to be 1/4 centimeter littler. So this is 15 by 15. This one's 14.5 by 14.5, and the pattern paper piece is 14 by 14 centimeters. Then again, you want the 2 strips, one pattern and one plain, both 27 centimeters by 6 centimeters wide. Then you're going to need another little strip that is a band for the top, or you could use some other type of banding like a ribbon, but I'm using just a piece of plain, and this is 15 centimeters by 1.5. And then any little topper that you wanted. This happens to be some silver mirror board with some of the purple plain paper, and then I just stamped in silver ink a congratulations sentiment on there. Now what we're going to do is take our strips. I'm only going to do it to one. You're going to need it to do with both the patterned and with the plain one. And what you want to do is turn it over. Now if you see what I've done here, I've drawn a line. What you need to do is from the top, you want to decide what is going to be the top edge of your pleat. And you want to go, I'm going to go this edge. What you need to do is measure in 2.5 centimeters, all at multiple points down the paper, 2.5 centimeters, and then draw a line and connect all your points. So you have a nice straight line. Now, what you want to do is you want to take it to your scoring tool. However you use to score, but we're going to need some measurements. So you want to use something that will measurements. I personally have a Score Pal, which I absolutely love. They make score buddies that are even smaller for card makers. I got the big one, but this is perfect for this type of job. Go ahead and stick your strips into there, into your slots, and you'll see it's 27 centimeters. What you need to do is you need to score at intervals of 3 centimeters and then 1 centimeter. 3 centimeters over, then 1 centimeter over. 3 centimeters, and then 1 centimeter. 3 centimeters. And you're only scoring down as far as your line. You're only partially scoring. Go ahead, 1, then 3, then 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then you'll have 3 on the left over. So you should have 3 centimeters on each end with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1 centimeter pieces, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3 centimeter pieces in the middle with the 2 on the end. Now you need to do this with both strips, the plain and the patterned. So we're all done with the scoring. Easy enough. Next, what you want to do is you want to fold this. This is a little bit of paper molding, but what you want to do is hold your strip of paper like this in front of you. And what you want to do is you want to fold it forward toward you on the first score on the top. Make sure you crease it with a bone folder or something, or some sort of tool, because this will really help. But remember, only press down as far as your line that you've drawn. The next part, you want to fold it this way. So it's almost like an accordion fold with a twist. Go ahead and score that. Now, once you've done your first one, you want to fold the pieces together like this, and you want to hold it. Now you want to fold this in a little bit, and you want to kind of mold it, kind of press it down, but not too hard. And again, all right, now we're going to again go this way to create the pleat. And you just want to score, just fold your score in just a little bit, and then you want to fold it this way. And the next score at the 1 centimeter. Go ahead and fold it down, crease it, and then you've got another little fold this way. So if you look at the mechanism, it looks like this. And this is how all your pleats are going to look. Now, another thing you want to make sure is want to make sure that as you're molding this, that it stays in a straight line, because it can tend to curl this way and make it look more like a pleated smile instead of a pleated straight line. So you want to go ahead and, as you're molding this, try to keep your line straight as you can. So if you've got some sort of straight edge on your mat or something to use as a guide, would be a good idea. Now go ahead and try to kind of mold this, tuck it in, mold it down, press it ever so slightly on the end so it sits like this. And you want to go ahead and continue with your folds. This one is towards you, and then this one is away from you. And if you want to go ahead and just score them all, this is away from you. So it's towards you, away from you, towards you, towards you. It's going to look like that. Now what I've done, and what you need to do, is you need to go ahead and tape these shut. It just makes it so much easier to tape it down. So you go ahead and just put tape in all your little just the top part of your 1 centimeter portions. Just a little bit at the top, and go ahead and fold them down and stick them. Again, just do one at a time. I taped them, a few of them, but I don't suggest you do that. I suggest you do one at a time. Stick them down and then mold it. And then go ahead and stick the second one down. Make sure you're trying to keep it in a straight line and mold it. And then they'll all stick together in your pleat. And this is the finished pleat right here. And then we did the same with the pattern paper right there. So we've got our 2 pleated paper. They look like little mini curtains. I used a damask pattern here, that is why. But it's just make sure you measure the back and make sure you score and fold partially down and not all the way. And it looks like a pair of curtains. Now we can go ahead and add those to our card. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the bottom ruffle first, and we're going to go ahead and put this one on. What you want to do is run some tape along the top. You want to add some tape also on the sides, just a little bit here on the sides so it will stay down. Now what you want to do is bring it into your card, and you want to put it about 1 centimeter from the bottom. Try to make sure that it's straight. Get your paper lined up on the outside of the card. Right there. And make sure it's straight across. Right there. Press it down. Nice and firm. Go ahead and fix your pleats if you need to. Next, we're going to do the next pleat up. Run your tape along the top and then down each side. Okay, and we're going to add this just above our other pleat. Again, make sure it's lined up at the top and the sides. I'm going to raise it up a little bit there. Line up with the sides. Line up with the side. And go ahead and press down. There you go. Isn't that starting to look really nice with your pleats? Now we're going to go ahead and add our strip across the top. Now I've gone ahead and pre-taped this, and I've also put ribbon in it already to make things go a little faster here. And what you want to do is cover up your seam here. So even if you miss the straightness, if it wasn't quite straight enough at the top there, you can go ahead and fix it with this, and it kind of covers any sins that you might have committed in your paper. Go ahead and press that down. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our sentiment topper. This is going to go on the very, very top. You can put this anywhere you like. I'm going to put this over on the upper left corner. And for one last finish, I'm going to add a little embellishment I bought at the pound store. It's already got a stick-em on the back. And I'm going to add my little happy hat right there on top of my bow. Press it down. And we're all finished. This is your paper pleating, which makes it look like a curtain. It's really easy to do. You can even change up the pleats. So if you want to do 2 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 3 centimeters, it'll make your pleats really close together. So there'll be no space here and they'll be right on top of each other. You can make them smaller and more spread out, and just take into account the length of your paper. This is a 15 centimeter card and we used 27 centimeters to get this ruffle. So please, you might have to double up your paper or use A3 paper, or you'll just have to glue 2 ends together to get it longer to compensate for the more ruffles that you've got. So you just want to add up your measurements so that when you get them all folded up, you'll get them to the size of your card, however big that is. So we're all done. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was really fun when I actually saw this idea on a blog. I can't remember which one, but when I saw it, I knew I just had to try it. So I hope you'll give it a go too, and if you do, just drop me a line on the blog, or drop me a comment, or just comment on the YouTube channel, and I'll love to see what you've done. So give me a line, drop me a line. Thanks a lot for joining me today at printcutandcreate.com. I'm Dorothy, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye!